Welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're working every week to go from beginner to winner. So start of the week, often taking on new tracks like this one with trying out all the new cars to find out the best cars from the perspective of, well, an amateur, beginner to amateur racer. This week we've been kicked back to beginner because we got kicked down a league, and a little trick for that, if you don't want to get kicked down in a league, maybe night one, play yes, Dev. Yes, Dev, welcome. I do live. Thank you so much for making it in, Dev. So yeah, if you want to make sure you hold on to your lobby rating, you probably want to start the week, if you don't know the track that well as a beginner or amateur, get used to it while racing the AI, and you can get some credits doing that, play intermediate, then professional level, and once you have got, podium down, pretty packed, and the track memorized, over with the AI, then it's time to jump online, but we jump right into it. Ronan47, good evening, mate. Thank you so much for making it. We are trying to go from beginner to winner, but right now we started off in third, so I guess right now we're maybe going to go from winner to dinner, somebody's dinner. We'll see if anyone drives right into the back of the car. And now we are in second, taking out probably a case of traction control on zero and a little too quick on the throttle. Oh, and I almost did the same thing there. That section, if you actually jump on the little bumps, the speed bump there, the candy cane speed bump, you will fly off the track. Actually got my fastest time. I'll only practice this lap twice, actually, but we got a decent little time. Nothing fast, but nothing horribly slow. A 144, so not great, but not horrific. In the Mustang. The Mustang's actually pretty decent now. Very controllable on traction control too. Okay, this section stay in third. Oh, Dev, that one very nice. Thank you. Very nice trick from Dev. We've got the JCCR Racing pit crew often getting us roughly 4 seconds faster on pretty much every track every week when we got the pros in, like Dev coming in and giving us the tips and the tricks, the golden eggs of wisdom. Oh, for the bumps. Yeah, well, it worked for the last turn too. I didn't have to brake, just revved it out in third and coasted on through. Here we go, use the whole track from the outside, try to catch this apex, and ease back into the throttle as we take off from the inside, roughly the middle of the apex, and we got the markers on. We got the training wheels, and they're definitely helping us. Ooh, we gotta watch out for those candy canes that will make us pop up on two wheels, and two wheels is not enough to keep the car under proper traction. Little full crossover for that section. Full speed through here, flat out, and then a little braking. If we use up more track than the competition, we will go faster, and we will do a thing. Yeah, they all pull away from me on that corner, absolutely. So yeah, I gotta remember, I have to know when I'm not at the point where I actually know when the corner is coming up. I don't know the track really much at all. But the 911, with all that rear weight, I can just slam down on the pedal, taking out of the corners, and build some speed here. Oh, I think we just might have birthed a beetle together. We made something together, and it wasn't pretty. Ooh, late braking, missed the apex. Ooh, nice wide section there we can drive up on. Oh, coming up, fantastic. Yeah, still pulling away, so I should be in third through there. Is that right, Dev? If you can confirm that, if that's the section that I go through in third and not second. Full throttle through there. I kind of like the Mustang on this track, steering the front with the rear wheels. Here we go, a little drafting. Now a little bump drafting. Here we go, we're in first, look at that. We're doing a thing. For the moment, saw the car coming in quick there. I thought it was, the race flashed before my eyes. Oh no! No! Did not nail that. So we'll be down into fourth, but we'll still in the race, still have time. Yeah, a lot less beautiful. We can say it, that was kind of ugly there. Oh, possibly so. Possibly so. Okay, so third through that section. Third through there as well, and third through here. Would have stayed in third, but I missed the apex by so much there that I need to slow down a little more. Oh, no water, no pros, folks. Yeah, I didn't cut that corner so nicely. That was like an unevenly cut cake. Great way to start a little fight at Thanksgiving. Cut the pieces unevenly. Give a little piece to the big man. Whoa! I have to admit that BMW going off track, even though he was ghosted, kind of freaked me out a little. Hey, Philness GT, welcome, buddy. Well, we're gonna get him next race. Ooh, rough last two laps. Just needed to hold it in when I was in first instead of try to, push for better lap time. Missed some brake points. Here, got the last turn that time, not so badly. Let's see if we can get faster lap times back in the Mustang. But quite a nice track to be driving in the Porsche 911. Really enjoy it with the Porsche 911 here. in a moment, see how it shook out. Philness, Ronan, and Dev, thank you so much for making it in, mates. 3 seconds, we'll get the rundown. Looks like Music Man finished in first. Yeah, Ronan, I agree, Ronan, and I appreciate you pointing that out. Love the car talk. I don't think the GT is, a top car for this race. I just really like how it sounds, and of course I have a Shelby GT350, so I like to... So turn 1 down to second, T2 up to third, T3 stay close to the candy canes, lift if need, then full throttle. Fantastic. Oh, thank you very much, Philness. I appreciate that support. Even if your eyes aren't on the screen, having it running in the background really does help our community grow here. So let's see. You guys can tell me this is a horrible idea if you'd like. I don't think very many people are going to be testing out the Mustang on this track. I want to be one of those people. I want to be a little different. Have a special community of friends where we try new things, learn new things. Oh, yeah. AMG's incredible. Love it. Huracan, look at that. Up there. RC up there. BMW M6 is up there, and that's got a good sound to it as well. Wesley, what is up, teammate? Got the AMG up there, so let's follow another Super Doofus. Live, race long, and prosper indeed. Thank you so much, Super Doofus, for making it in. Yeah, I see that you parked. I definitely went over to the friends list here. Went to the friends list, and I specifically was wondering, what is Super Doofus driving this week? And when I saw the Hurricane, I said, wow, not the 458. I don't know, something inside me said, let's go check out Super Doofus. I feel he's not running as usual this week. And I got my time with the Mustang. Let's see if I can do anything at all. If I can keep it under control, I kind of wouldn't mind driving. While I'm in the D class, wouldn't mind driving the Mustang, and then when it gets back a little more serious in the C class, jump back into the Porsche. But I find that the Mustang is surprisingly well put together. Maybe it's still going to be slow, but I do find it's well put together. On 4. So freeing up those front rotors. Barely any braking on the front rotors, so the front wheels can direct the car, while even the rear wheels can actually direct the car. So you really see the BMW taking off on us there through that section. I need to get the driving, so I'm throwing down the acceleration all through there. Just hit the brakes quick and then the accelerator, and the nose goes right where you want it. Silver Fox, what is up, buddy? Big, that is a big penalty, but I find the Mustang like pretty darn controllable. Pretty darn controllable. Do prefer the feel. Wesley currently driving the 5-liter Mustang, the GR3 Mustang here, because I don't feel it's as horrible as I once found it to be. It's not just easily losing control with a little bit of gas or a little bit of throttle to the rear wheels. I find it pretty well put together, and it is a great sounding flat plane crank engine. Same construction method, or as the Ferrari 458, it also has a flat plane crank. And I just wanted to try something different that I don't really know if any other YouTuber is going to be trying out. And I just kind of want to shed a little light on the Mustang. I've said it was undrivable before, but I'm finding this very drivable. See there, lose a little bit of control, regain it. Super controllable and fun. It's, I know sliding around like that's not the fastest way around the track, but it's one of the funnest ways. Oh, but a big out, eat too much of that, and we are way off. That I am not a huge fan of. That I did not like. I loved the rest of all the other turns in the Mustang. Oh, the dark green has no friction. Thank you very much, Dev. So it's not just the Mustang, it's, I guess, any car. From, if I read into what you're writing, I think that's what you're implying, insinuating. Yeah, well said, Dev. Thank you very much for making that clear. I love it when things are abundantly clear. What growl off this Mustang. Actually, I was very happy to be by. I guess this is my victory lap in the Shelby, in the Mustang, because today my Shelby probably saved my life, because I've got the Shelby Performance Pack, so it's a 2017. In 2017 they all get the Tech Pack, so they all have a touchscreen. It wasn't pick one or the other like the 2016 model, where it was either get the Tech Pack, which means the nice 8-inch screen, and no Performance Package, or Performance Package, no Tech. And I got a 2017, so they all got the Tech Package standard, and I have the Performance Pack, so huge brakes. And I would have been run over by an 18-wheeler, but turning into my lane because of some construction that was only advertised last minute, and I slammed on those brakes and must have laid tire screen, must have laid some rubber on the highway, and yeah, I think I'm gonna, with 34 seconds left, I guess I will race the Mustang. One race at least. 5 laps. It's a big mistake. Oh well, we'll get back into the 911. The only thing is here, the 911 can really kind of glue down and go through. Mr. Knight Rider Jim, welcome, good sir. How are you this evening? What are you racing this week? We're going to try to stay on the track with the Mustang GT. Tons of motor, tons of fun, but let's see if we can stay on the track. If not, we'll get back into the 911. Oh, now we're in the D, but starting in 10th. Very different than starting in 3rd like we did last race. Good evening, Dano. Welcome, mate. How's Texas treating you? What are you driving this week? Are you going to be hitting the Viper with this track? I've decided to hit the track tonight with the 5-liter Mustang because my 5.2-liter flat plane crank 2017 GT350 with Performance Pack saved my life today as I slammed on the brakes to avoid getting run over by a transport truck that was going from the right lane into the left lane. There's only 2 lanes because the right lane was closed down for some, not even maintenance work. They just wanted to pick up some, looks like some poles off of a rail going up onto the bridge. Wesley probably will get back to the 911 because a lot of these curbs are curbs where you need to be accelerating for quite a long time as you get off the apex, and that's what the 911 does best. Oh, very nice. You've shared a gold lap. So Mr. Knight Rider Jim has shared a gold lap on the AMG. So friends, let's check that out this week, today or tomorrow when you all have time. And don't forget to check out Filmless GT's channel as well as Super Doofus. And if I'm forgetting anyone, guys, we're all friends here. Drop the links to your channels. Yeah, BMW is good on this track. I think Viper, since you're very consistent with the Viper, Viper should be quite good to you on this track as well. All right, let's get the radar on so we can actually see what's going on. Someone was kind enough to tell me review one of my races and tell me at what points I didn't leave space for other cars. So that was pretty cool. We got the JP Special down in 12th, G-Mars in 11th, but let's see who's at the top, because we're going to be running after VG Soldi, The Wraith, Fararia 13, and Music Man, and Mr. Big. We just finished racing with Music Man, so let's see what we can do now. Yeah, Super Duvis had a video on how, as friends, we can share our ghosts. Oh, the BMW hit me hard. He hit the car in front of him hard, then he came back out and hit me hard. This is going to be a bumpy race, so I'm happy, and I'm in the well-planted American Abrams tank Mustang. Oh, we've been hit hard again. Oh, and Mario Kart has definitely come out. We got some people racing with ego tonight. I put the brake bias to 4. What would you recommend, Dev? Aussie Bug, welcome, mate. Oh, there's that icy dark green patch that Dev talked to us about. Oh, there's more icy dark green. As Dev said, no traction at all there. Now I hope the Ford GT isn't the one that took us out, but no point in retaliating. We'll just make more enemies and slow ourselves down. So let's go for a nice clean pass when we have the chance. Yeah, so third through the last turn, no problems there. GT7 suggesting second down at the bottom of the screen, but I can definitely see that that's third gear turn. Happy for that brake balance. We were able to brake as we turned in. Aussie Bug, we're currently racing the Mustang GT. We did the last race, started in third with the 911 and finished in sixth. And not because of dirty drivers, because we, and I say we, and really I mean I, messed up the last 2 laps. I went from first to sixth. And here we went from we started in 10th, climbed a little quickly on and got bang down to the bottom of the pack. All right, so Dev's saying stay closer, and we got cut off. I'm gonna have to catch that on a straightaway. Steering with the rear wheels there. He's going in reverse at a pretty high speed. There we go. That is the end of lap 2. And Dev was saying stay close to the candy on turn 3. Turn 3. Try to use the whole track here. Go from the outside. Get the apex. There, that's getting better. Thank you, Dev. And know to watch out for that dark green patch, which is actually ice, passing Mr. Big. Mr. Big either pushed it just a wee bit too hard or got pushed a bit too hard, because that is not facing the right direction. Not want to be looking back there. Did good out in the gravel. Jeez, I'm surprised. Really surprised how well the Mustang handled out in the gravel there. So I'm going to hope that by the end of this straightaway there's no longer any gravel on the tires and that we get full traction here. Ooh, and we've been bumped hard. And I went to return the favor, and that's what you get for retaliating. My mistake. Just get pretty impatient with getting hit on straightaways. Deliberate hits. I did get ghosted. I deserved to get ghosted there. I was being dirty. I was retaliating. Hey, Chowder Pouch. What's up, man? Yeah, the stang feels pretty strong. It's solid. And it takes a good hit. And barely into that, barely into that. The horses are a little tamer this week. It goes through most of the turns really well, quite easily. Alright, let's try to have one redeeming final lap here with an okay-ish time. Yeah, my anger is more likely to do me more harm than good. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love, though, the brake balance on 4 as I can just brake into the turn, right up to the apex, easily, well under control. So while the Mustang doesn't have the same traction coming off of turns the way the 911 does, giving the 911 a nice edge on this track, the Mustang is great at brake turn-in, trail braking. Oh, I'm pretty sure, Dev, that's somebody... I have a feeling it's somebody in the Bible, but I can't remember, or might have been an emperor. I'm not sure. I do not always have a very good memory for words. Ideas, yes. General frameworks, ideas, ideologies. But I have a lot of trouble memorizing paragraphs and especially names. Ah, Seneca. Fantastic. So I see, Dev, that is incredible. You're into the Stoics. I tell Facebook and any of the social platforms, anytime I have a chance to have a bit of stoicism shared, I tell them, you know, follow, send more of that to me. I am going to be back for a race in the 911. Can you beat the Stoics? I don't think I can, but I can certainly learn from them. Chowder Pouch, that's great. Okay, so let's let this run down. I'll be right back. Give me like 38 seconds.
Was 39 seconds.
All right, so hopefully thanks, Dev. Hopefully that was 38 seconds from the time you could no longer see me on camera to the time you could see me on camera in the stairs, because I am slow to get on and off of chairs. Yeah, I'm glad there's no Death Chicken this week, and let's see here. And Dev, keep the Stoic Philosopher quotes coming. That is fantastic. So my D rating actually went down. That's rough first night of the week, but this is a race I can definitely get into. Getting pushed off on this race doesn't bother me so much because, well, there's gravel. It's not, you know, it just doesn't feel as bad as Tokyo when you get slammed into a wall. I surprisingly don't like to get pinned up against a wall. It's not my cup of tea. So into the Porsche 911. Fantastic livery brought to us by Aussie Pug. I guess we're all kind of sponsored by Aussie Pug. Let's see here. In the friends, we got Lead Pencil with a 140. That is super fast. DSR Sim GT. AHR Porsche GT with the 911 up there with a 140.8. Fantastic times. JCCR Ronin, excellent work with the 141.6. JCCR Filmus GT, wow, 141.6 as well. Whew, you guys are flying this week. Some very fast teammates up here. JCCR West, good job, buddy. That is awesome. Good job, mate. Super Doofus, that is no D driver time. That is a solid, good C driver time right there. Let's throw on this Hurricane and give it a rip. Dev, that's pretty funny. So the Lambo is meta on this track, but so's the BMW and so's the 911, and the AMG, which is great. I'm gonna run the 911 here. Dev, what do you think we should do for brake balance? Or Dano, either one of you, chip in. Anyone really. Super Doofus, you can make it, man. You've got this. You'll make it into Class C this week. And I think if we get enough races in, this track will bring us back into Class C as well. Pretty confident, especially with this 911. The Mustang was actually really pretty darn good here. But the 911 is definitely good at coming and grabbing these apexes, even under acceleration. All that rear weight giving us a ton of traction. And yeah, I'm liking it on +3. Liking how we can break into the turns. Lost some time there, need to be back on the pedal much more quickly. as the Lambo really pulled away there. Probably need to be a good 10 miles per hour, if not more, faster through there. That wasn't horrible. I do kind of like to discover the track. I know it's quicker to watch Lead Pencil's race strategy, and I'll have a faster time, a better time, but I enjoy discovering the track and, you know, watching for the cues, the dark brake marks. Like here you can see it, the real brake point. You can see, okay, there's braking through. Well, now that's actually rubber from just traction, and improving my time with you guys from the comments section, because already we just increased our time there. Trail braking, yeah, this is a big trail braking race. Be fast, we need to trail brake. Oh, what the heck was that? Dev, we did get a Discord server. Check it out, buddy. Someone's gonna drop you the link. So, for whatever reason, I guess we got kicked. Little server issue there. Prost, my friends. So this next race is going to be a good one. Starting to get a feel for the track, especially in the 911 here. But the Mustang was no slouch. Should actually follow. I should follow the 911, of course. Follow the same car, but just trying to get through here quickly. Ah, I didn't know that in Ireland they said, I wonder how you pronounce that. If it's as it sounds, or as it's read, Slanit, or Slanite. Good night, Ozzy. Thank you so much, Ozzy, for making it in. Good on you, mate. Now, Ozzy, you're probably at like, what, 3 p.m., 2:30 in the afternoon in Australia? You're probably back to work. Is just so good. Oh, you can't hear me very well. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I think lost your mic. Oh, that could be. It said server disconnect, so might be a bit of an issue here. Oh, and we got a disconnect here. We're having all sorts of electrical problems. You can hear me now? All right. Okay. Good, because I was about to start playing around with mute microphone button here. All right. Okay. Thank you for giving me the info. The Thrustmaster even shut off. Had some sort of minor electrical. No face cam now. Oh, okay. This is weird. Some sort of internet issue here. No face cam. Well. Oh, okay. Well, we can get sound or we can get face cam. One of the two, but apparently not both at the same time. Hopefully here we can get acceleration and braking. Sometimes both at the same time. But you're not there quite yet. I'm usually one or the other. I'm not at the point where I'm accelerating and braking at the same time. Slanite? I will have to ask. Oh, I can put it in Google with the Google Translate. They give you pronunciations. GLHF. So, Golan Hard Find. You don't have to wish me finding the lawn. I will find the lawn on my own. Let's try to actually not find the lawn this time, because that's how we went from first to much lower positions on race 1 with the 911. But I think we've got the car this time. Know the track a little bit better. We can manage to not get booted. Try to drive fast enough so that no one can touch us. And not touch anyone in front. It's a hands-off party. Not a no-pants party, but a hands-off party. It's not one of those weird 70s key parties. Oh, and I did not see that coming at all. That is all on me. That is all my mistake. Well, isn't that a tad bit embarrassing? But when you're taking on any skill, well, thankfully I ghosted, yeah. Taking on any skill, you're gonna meet some challenges, some embarrassing moments. Gotta have a few of those. Now we can just come up from the bottom. Let them battle it out. Oh, we got a Mario Kart driver here. Hopefully he feels like he's like one of the smaller characters that needs to avoid everyone. As opposed to, let's say, you know, Donkey Kong or Bowser. Let's find out. Try to get a little pass in here. Do a little drafting behind Hydrolicious in 14th. No one saw that, right? Tried to stay in my lane. Maybe I should have slowed down well in advance for him. I just didn't think he'd come and come in on us. Thought he'd kind of let me steal by him. Yeah, that is a D-man walking right there. Well, happy the 911. The 911 stayed together there. Yeah, I think it was all me, Johnny. It was all Johnny. I shouldn't have tried to pass him in the turn, I guess. But generally when I see that someone is on the inside, if I see them, because I've driven into people like that before and taken myself out. But when I do see people, well, then I just take a wider turn through. Yeah, give him some space. Fair enough. I thought he'd actually give me space, but it is much more polite, smart, classy driving to not steal the inside like that. But with the speed difference we had, I was like thinking, wow, I've got so much speed on them, they'll just give me the inside. Like here, the car beside me, I'm figuring he's on the inside. Well, gonna give him the inside if he's there. He wasn't there, so then I kept going. But had he been there, I would have just taken a wider turn. Ah, thank you, Dev. Thank you very much. So here, he should pass me. He should definitely pass me. I guess he gave me a little bit of a mushroom instead. Yeah, we cannot cut the candy cane corner because we jump on those what do you call them? Speed bump candy canes. We're gonna get into a sugar crash. Awfully close to, must have had two tires in the partially in the gravel there. There we go. 10th is only 2 away from not having our speed rating affected. Since we already scrapped our safety rating, I guess, on this race. I'll have to admit, I don't understand all the, you could say, rules and regulations to who owns the inside of a turn. We are behind Noodles. Let's try not to make ramen soup while passing Noodles there. Ramen soup, because I definitely don't want to ram them. I like how the Mustang has really nice weight transfer through these turns. All right. Noodles and I moving up. Oh, what happened there? Didn't expect the car to, thought I'd get a little bit more turn. Oh, okay, well, oh, the wind must have pushed me there. There's a little gust of wind turning me here. It's gonna be an interesting final lap. Try to get some drafting in. Quite a bunch of us in a small space, all vying that 7th position, or 8th. Left a little space in case they rush the inside. But they did a proper job of braking. I think his traction control is on 0 or 1. He gave a little bit of gas and he went towards the wall there. Need to push harder in that turn. I can pick up a lot of time pushing harder in that turn, that previous one. Okay, I guess I'm the demolition Mario Kart driver this time. Sorry, friend. Sorry, Noodles. I did try to make ramen soup with ya. Oh, I think I got it. I think we got it here. Oh, he came to hit us. I don't know if we didn't get it. He slowed us down with the hit. But that was some fun racing. That was no Tokyo Nightmare. Alright, so Dev explaining something pretty important, saying whoever gets to the corner first owns it. But if the car is at your rear tire, your rear tire, you have to leave space.
You will learn track and get better times. Time should always go down, not up.
Chowder Pouch, that is a great point, friend. Alright, so at what point, though, Dev, do we consider the turn has begun. Is it as we turn in, whoever's there in the lead has that turn? All right, so 10:22 in my area. Safety rating thankfully didn't go down. Missed it with Noodles right here, so still driver speed going down, so getting pushed further into the D class.
I think in your lobbies just never expect them to back out of the corner.
Okay, I think in our lobbies we have to expect them to never back out of the corner. Dev, great point. Thank you very much. Now let's see if we've learned anything. A qualifying lap will indicate whether we've gotten faster or slower. Hopefully we've gotten faster and are setting up for some interesting races tomorrow night. Sorry for the technical issues this evening. Thankfully we lost the steering wheel, not in the race. That would have been a little unfortunate and frustrating. Especially if it would have been higher up. Let's find this 911. Load the Ghost and give it a run. Throw on the gloves. Oh, easy there, horsey. Alright, so Dev saying, just because we have a right to a corner, let's see here. Dev saying, just because we have a right to a corner first just means you can force to brake later or go wide. It's racecraft. Perfect. Perfect. Good to know. Thank you, Dev. Thank you very much for sharing. Oh, we can go through there so much faster than we have been in the races. Learning turn by turn, little by little. We will get faster this week. I think we can shave 2 seconds off this week. Put the effort in, be persistent. Really like this race. Dev, I'm just going to catch that after this lap. Okay, so really messed up that corner, but with the Ghost, we know what we did wrong. We can correct it and go back and chase that apex. There we go. Just about 2 seconds faster right there, and let's try to get it down to 142.5 because we definitely made some easy to correct mistakes. Dev, really appreciate your feedback about the various turns. You've shaved 2 seconds off our time. should have pushed right there. That's a quarter second or a half second. Missed opportunity. Well, Super Doofus, thank you for sharing that. I'd forgotten what your time was. Now I've given you a challenge. I'm sure you're going to beat my time, and then I'll have to work to beat your time. Let's see if we can get a low 142 right here, right now. And no, it won't be that lap because I have just pooched turn 1 and 2. Let's see here. So Super Diffus was saying, like, think of being on the inside line for turn. I'll catch it in between the two races. I got that, Dev. I'll aim for the yellow marker on the last turn. Behind my own ghost. Still better than my previous fastest lap, so improvements definitely made there. We'll do the last race of the night with our new lap time. Alright, so Deb was saying, think of being on the inside line for turn 1 and getting to brake later and getting to them to slow down on the outside because you were there first. Alright, it's a defensive line. Yeah, Chowder Pouch, if we could start hitting 142 every time, that would be great. But hey, it puts us in first, gives us a better chance, less likely to get pounded around the track. And Dev saying, Chowder, that's incredibly difficult. Even top 50 drivers in the world can't replicate their quality time without slipstream. Oh, that's very interesting. All right. And yeah, consistency is better than fastest lap. Yeah, I'd like to, if I can do a flat 142, my goal is going to be to get 143, 143.5, so 1.5 seconds slower for my laps throughout the race because I won't be pushing it to my max, and when pushing it to the max, I'm, likely going to crash. So I just want to be just right before the max, be a 1.5 second lap slower throughout the race, but should still have great results for, as you say, Chatter Pouch, consistency is better than 4 very fast laps and 1 very big crash. But Dev, you're so right about this +3. Yeah, let's have some light hands. Diamond hands in the stock market when you have the data to say that you should have diamond hands. Paper hands can be very good if the data switches and it no longer supports growth on a company. You got to be ready to fold those cards. Or as Willie Nelson said, if I'm not mistaken, know when to fold them, know when to hold them. Oh, we got a shark behind us. That's interesting. Racing cockpit view because it is the true sim view, and also hopefully going to give us a bit of adjustment. Get us a little used to all the blind spots for the day we hopefully one day get to a racetrack and do our licensing. Oh, it's Kenny Rogers. Thank you so much, Chatterpouch. I'm horrible with remembering. I've yet in my life to remember an entire song. For the life of me, I just can't remember songs, and horrible with verbatim memorization and names. But I'm pretty darn good at remembering a story. Oh, that's the slippery stuff, that dark green. We'll call that dank green because it's being pretty dank to us. Oh, I hear the cars and I'm getting nervous. I hear the sharks biting on my tail. Here we go now. We're doing a ding. One lap, stayed in first the whole way. Yes, we did a thing! First for a whole lap and a clear radar. Much less stressful. We can keep that 1.5 second lap, 1.5 second advantage. And just focus in on the track. Not worried about getting speared into another stratosphere. Love having this track is just fantastic for trail braking, so love having the brake balance on +3, so those front wheels, they can turn while the car is still slowing down under deceleration braking. Fantastic. Whoa, race. That gap is shrinking though. As soon as we got that inside yellow marker, that is the key to throttle down. Philness GT, thank you so much for reminding people to hit that like button, as it does help the community grow. With a bigger community, we've got more knowledge, more friends, and more power. More cars and more power. Here we go, 17 watching. Maybe tonight we will break the 700 subscribers mark. I know, folks, it's not much, but we all got to start somewhere. So whatever hobby, profession, new job, sport you're taking on, remember, it is okay to be in last place. It's okay to be the best in the worst league. It's all part of the learning experience. Just focus on the learning and the growth. There's no such thing as embarrassment. The only embarrassment people should have is when they've given up on learning and growing. That's embarrassing. But making mistakes while learning and growing is a beautiful thing. Embrace those mistakes. And the more you can embrace and accept and enjoy those mistakes and learn from them, the more successful you'll be in life in everything and anything that you do. This is a great tool for learning perseverance and how to overcome embarrassment. Yeah, we got a little push. We have a little friend. We have a friend giving us a little push, but that's great because now we've got a draft buddy here. Now, we don't necessarily want to say, hey, first is mine, I'm going to do whatever I need to get there, because we also need to consider about, you know, is it a better idea to try to just hold and defend second? Do we push for first? Well, all depend on his driving, but I'm definitely not going to push him out of the way, or try not to push him out of the way for a position. I want to earn my first place, not burn my first place. Oh. What was that? Must have been a gush of wind pushing on the rear of the car. Pretty tight race, and enjoying it. Oh, that was less fun. That was very rewarding, though. Yeah, these guys are helping nobody out. They want seconds so bad that they're willing to lose the race, and that's kind of the point I was making. I don't want to be pushing for first so hard that I'm really pushing on the car and causing one of us to go off track, when maybe I should just worry about defending second. Whoa, this Shark 911 has come out of nowhere. They have picked up a lot of speed. Oh, got a big hit. Oh, double hit. Not sure where those hits came from, if it's from the Pink Shark or Moneybags, but Moneybags flew past us. I don't think he was the one giving us the hits. I think I've got to worry about this Shark here, making me shark my pants. Woo-wee! We're doing a thing. We're still podium. And maybe there'll be more. Let's see, can we take a position on this last lap? I definitely don't want to push it so hard I end up in 16th. But I certainly... Oh, good pass, Taliban. One letter away from being really not cool as the name. Drop the V and add a B, and that guy is being pretty special. Oh, that AMG is sounding so good. Not thrilled about losing the position. Am thrilled about listening to the vehicle, though. Look at all that silly fighting that's going on. Chaotic clown racing. We got pushed around the track, but the 911 did hold it together. It didn't be so weak that I got thrown off the track. Well, Dev, I'm sure you're going to be down several seconds faster. It's just that's your first try. You're going to persevere into a 141 or 141. But that was a pretty... Super doofus, thank you. Yeah, we got booted around. We got booted out of first. We got booted out of second. We got booted out of all the positions because we got used instead of brakes on a lot of those corners. We were going through and all of a sudden, pow, and you see us, we were getting pushed off and the car was kind of slowing down and rebounding. So yeah, a lot of chaos, but I'd say that was one of my better examples of what to do with chaotic, dirty racing. Just hold your line, try to hold onto the steering wheel. Sometimes it's easy to have light hands and get thrown off the track, but that worked out quite well. I really like how that turned out, so we'll save that recent gameplay. The last was at 5 laps times 2 minutes a lap, and there's no 10-minute saver, so we'll save the last 5 minutes as they were pretty hectic. Pretty hectic. So, wow, GGO getting third, but safety rating way down. And before I talk, let's make sure I didn't have my safety rating go way down. But that was a very bumpy race. That is not great for safety rating all the way through. I'm not sure. I must have done something not so nice to end up, instead of getting a plus S, unless this week there are no safety ratings going up, only staying the same and going down. But if we can go up on this race, that was not a nice showing, boys. Yes, there you go, Dev. I had faith in you. I still think you're going to get into the 140s, buddy. Whew, that was spicy. Really spicy. Man, I don't feel like I just ate Taco Bell, though. I don't feel like I need to run to the bathroom. But that shark, that was a shark my pants situation. Thank you so much, folks. I'm really blessed to have you along for the ride. Thank you so much. Good luck, everyone, on the race this week. Hope that you'll come on back. Hopefully we're at 700 subscribers by the end of this. Well, pretty much now, end of the live. But congratulations, Dev. That is very fast. Yes, race long and prosper, as Super Doofus always says. Love it, folks. I am going to go try to get some reading done. Wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in the car that you love sometime real soon, folks. Godspeed, everyone. And remember, Shelby GT350s are awesome with the performance pack because those huge brakes did save my life. Good job, Brembo. Good job, Ford. Take care, everybody. Godspeed. Good luck. God bless.